Hey guys, it's Monday and welcome to Hustle and Grind, powered by Stables Media. Lady D, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm fantastic. It's a great Monday. I'm ready to start the week off. How about you?
Absolutely incredible. You know I love Mondays. My favorite part, of course, of Mondays is the show with you and Cami P, who is MIA again.
Yeah, we're gonna fire his ass soon.
What are we gonna do? Okay, you guys, we're recruiting for a new co-host. So, but you know what? I'm actually glad he's not here. Don't tell him. It's gonna be a girl power episode, and I am so excited for this. Lady D, do you want to tell everyone who our amazing guest is tonight?
We have from the host of Picks and Parlay, Chelsa Messinger. Amazing, beautiful, talented, and one that I have admired for many, many years. And she doesn't know because, I don't tell nobody who I admire. So we have her coming on today talking about how she got into the industry, a lot about her that some of y'all probably don't know about it. So,
Okay, so obviously our co-host Cami is watching. We're sorry if you're not able to get on. We were joking. We would love to have you back. So if you can come on, please do. It's not the same without you here. So
we're gonna fire you.
Lady D is gonna fire you. This is a whole conversation before the show.
So. You throw M&Ms at you in a back room. Yeah, you can't come in.
You know what? It is so good that he is like so amazing at these parlays. Otherwise, I don't know. Cami.
He's been lately too. We all have been. Hi, David.
Yeah, we want to say a big hi to David. David, thank you for joining us tonight. It's going to be a great show. You guys, we're going to be talking. We've got 4 different terms in sports betting we're going to be talking about today. What else are we doing? We got Chelsa Messinger on. We have, we got to talk about our parlay that we hit this weekend. We're going to...
Our bad beats, the bad beats. Hopefully we can go and talk about Mattress Matt and see what he did. It's going to be an awesome show tonight, guys. So if you have any question, comments for our special guest, please light up our comment section so y'all can get in a little piece of Miss Chelsa. So
absolutely. Thank you for the support. We appreciate you guys all coming on and watching this show. We do it to help educate you guys. So we really want to help people in the sports betting industry that are new getting into it so that you know what to look for, what not to bet on, and how not to lose money. It's really important to us.
I don't want to lose money. I hate losing money.
So do I. Okay, so let's talk about our parlay yesterday because when this hit, I was so happy. I couldn't get the smile off my face. It was just such a good thing. So, so the hustle and grind parlay. So we had the Washington Capitals, the Nashville Predators, the New Jersey Devils, the Florida Panthers, and St. Louis versus the Ducks under 5.5.
Boom! And how much did we put it on?
It was actually 71 to 1. So for every dollar you bet, you won $71.
Bam!
Right.
And that's our long shot parlay. Well, smart money parlay, right? Or I don't even know. We have so many parlays that we do. So, and I'm not the type who do parlays. So when I do the parlays, when we do the parlays, we really do look into it and talk to each other as a team to hit these parlays. So,
we absolutely do. It's teamwork, you guys, and we come together with our best bets. If I had it my way, I was just going to play the Washington Capitals -1.5, and I did have that as a separate bet. But when we join our forces, and my team is like, Joe, we're not putting the Washington Capitals in the parlay at -1.5. That's what we do, because if we would have put that in, the parlay wouldn't have won. So it's really a combination of all of our skills all together. So it's a great team, you guys. Now, Houston up by 5. Yeah. What do you think of this? I have the game on over my shoulder here.
What channel? Oh, man, you're in Canada. I can't even put it down on TV because I was gonna watch it from here. I can't watch the game. So,
Yeah. You have to put a mirror up. So let's talk about this game. What do you have? It's Oregon State versus Houston.
I took the Oregon State Beavers. I had to take it from yesterday's big beat with UCLA, which I should have had taken, and I'm mad because I doubted myself and I ended up taking Alabama yesterday. So I'm kicking myself in the ass for that, honestly. So I am on taking the points with Oregon State. So that's +8, and I teased it with Baylor. So I'm hoping Baylor comes up with a win today.
Absolutely. And I did the same thing. I took Oregon State, but I teased their number up to +12. So it's looking pretty good. I'm really hoping they come in. I think it's going to be a really close game.
I hope so too, because I have the regular spread and then I have a tease against with Baylor. So, and another NBA game. So let's do this teaser today.
Yeah, exactly. Lady D, you do need more TVs. You need to put one right in front of your computer screen there.
I have a lot. I got like 5 screens here, a TV here.
You guys have missed the episode where Lady D actually has a 70-inch TV above her bathtub. So I don't think she needs more TVs. She needs to set her office up where she can always see the game. And that's what I'm looking at when I look over this way.
I can put it on, but I'm just like I got the damn Fox News channel on because my husband, he drives me insane with the news. I'm like, geez.
We have Mr. Big watching, Wayne Klingman. Thank you for joining us again this week. And then Ben saying Sabres are up 3-0. I don't have that game on. 3-0 for the Sabres. Okay, I need to look at this.
You have
against the Flyers. Wow. Okay, the Flyers have scored 1 since.
Yeah, I did not like this game because to me both teams played bad. Mm-hmm. But I see it like this. I would have taken Buffalo, but I was scared too. And I hate having that feeling that they always going to come out when I need them to. And I didn't put no money on it. But I've looked back, their matchup with the Flyers were 5-4 the last time they played. They have their goalie in. They play the Flyers pretty tough, and the Flyers have not been winning lately. They win like 4 games, and then they go back on that bad, cold streak again. So I did not want to take a chance on this game. So I did not take the Flyers or the Sabres at all because I know both teams are not that great. Well, the Sabres like
my issue with the Flyers is their defense. Their defense, I don't know what has happened to them. The further we get into this season, but their defense hasn't been showing up.
They haven't. So, like, where the hell has the defense been going?
I don't know.
If they get beat up by the Sabres, man, I am not gonna take Flyers ever. I'm gonna go opposite Flyers to be. I'm gonna keep going opposite. If they cannot come back from this 3-0. Well,
it's 3-1 now, so they've got to get 2 more points to tie it up and take it to overtime. So
they do not come back for this on the 3rd. I'm gonna put them on my bucket to fade.
To fade.
I fade bucket. I got my teams that I'm gonna fade all the times.
Okay, who is your favorite team to fade, Lady D?
Geez, it was the Flyers because they were playing good teams.
Yeah.
So Flyers are one of them. Oh my God, the Flames were one of them too because they. It depends on
you fade my Flames. Wow. I'm hurt. I'm gonna just interrupt you rudely for 1 second. Houston is only up by 2 points right now.
Let's go, Oregon State. Let's go, Beavers!
Right? There is 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in this game, and it's a 58-56 game right now.
Oh.
So it is a good game. I feel like we should be like sharing this with our viewers. You guys, if you don't have this game on, put it on in the background. Watch it while you're watching us because it's a great game. I quickly wanted to talk before Chelsa comes on about the Alabama game yesterday. You had quickly talked about that. Actually, you know what? We're going to do it after. It looks like she has come on here. I'm quickly going to run a commercial, and then Lady D, I will let you introduce her after the commercial.
All right. Let's do it. Let's get that commercial going.
Are you looking for a reliable sports book that you can trust? In the USA, please check out wagerattack.com. Use promo code HNG. In Canada, VIPbets.com. Promo code HNG will get you a match deposit up to $500.
I'm just gonna start clapping every time we do our little promos. Like, yay! Hi, Chelsea. I want to introduce everyone to the Miss Beautiful Chelsa Messinger from the host of Picks and Parlays. What is up, girl? Welcome to Hustle and Grind.
Yeah, thanks for having me. For those of you who do not know me, which is probably a lot, you know, I'm not a celebrity. Chelsa Messinger. I'm from Picks and Parlays. I've been in sports betting for about the past 3 years professionally.
Uh-oh. I think we're frozen here.
Yeah. At least, Chelsa, you freeze beautiful.
I know, I love that picture. I'm going to take the picture.
Absolutely. Let's give her a second to try to reconnect right back here. The StreamYards can be sometimes.
I know, they're acting weird lately. Don't you agree?
I do completely agree. Hopefully she's able to come on here in a second and get back with us.
Yeah, because I'm excited to hear her thoughts on, to get more to know her, because I have been following Chelsea for a very long time. So
okay, sorry, because I have Ethernet, so it's plugged in, you know, with a cord, and we had a trip accident where, we had a trip, and then I came unplugged. So I'm back for round 2. Really excited to be here, and especially with some women in sports betting, because as you know, it's not every day that you have 3 women talking about sports betting. You ladies are hard to find out there, because usually when I talk about sports betting, it's not really girl talk. It's not really Sex in the City. It's not really a conversation you have over martinis, but this is the place to do it. So I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lady
D, I'll let you take it away. Yeah, absolutely. We're so excited to have you here. We wanted to talk about your journey into the sports betting industry, because like you said, there is not many females, and both of us have watched you for a long time.
Yeah, thanks. I think we'll see more and more females in it. Just the way that we saw females kind of come into it with sports reporting, because, you know, back in the day, there weren't many female sports reporters, but as women are introduced to sports, and I think it's a matter of just paying attention. It's the same as, following your favorite TV show. Obviously, you're not dialed in at the first, but once you start paying attention, the storylines get better. You start to get more involved, and that's kind of how sports betting is. It all just kind of accumulates. Once you get your first win, you know, it kind of hooks you, and hopefully not by the hook. But yeah, I got into sports betting because I lived in Las Vegas when I was pregnant, and just about the only thing you can do that's fun in Las Vegas is bet on sports.
Oh, I love it.
Because, you know, most of the fun stuff to do in Las Vegas, you know, it's, you know, drinking, it's going to bars, it's going to clubs, you know, back in the day when people could actually be within 3 foot of each other, which I don't miss, you know, the sweaty rubs when people walk past you at the bar. That's the absolute worst. Like, I don't want to be sweat on. I'm
like, and I gotta go to my room and shower up quick.
No.
And then the hair smelling like freaking
cigarettes
that was the
shame.
worst for me. That was the worst for me. I used to like hate that. I gotta wash my hair.
Right.
I
So
absolutely.
go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I absolutely love that. I was going to have a follow-up question, but you go ahead with what you're going to say.
Oh, I was just going to ask what everybody's on for tomorrow. Some plays and some bets that we're looking at. Anything that people really love?
I'm loving Michigan right now, -7. I told my bettors to jump on it. I really think the dogs are going to cover tonight in both games, and lots of money is going to come in from the public on those dogs, and I don't want the movement.
How's that Oregon State game looking? Oh, it's going to be a sweat, it looks like.
They're down by 4 points right now.
I'm glad I didn't bet on that one. Let me tell you right now.
It's getting close. We both need Oregon State to cover. She has the teaser with Arkansas. I think you have Arkansas teased up with it too, right?
I do.
But I went opposite. So I have the Oregon State, and then I also have Baylor covering. So I'm hoping I don't get killed with Baylor.
Yeah, I think Michigan's a solid play, though, just because if you look at the matchup down low for the Michigan big men, they've been solid in the paint all season long, and you saw it last game. They scored 50 points in the paint against a really solid Florida State team, and then you've got UCLA coming in with all kinds of magic. However, they have only one player that's over 6'6" in their rotation. So I think it's going to be an uphill climb for UCLA here. Obviously, it's been a great story. And I think a lot of people will be on them here just for that reason, because you go from being in the first four to one win away from being in the Final Four. What a story for UCLA. But yeah, I think laying 7 isn't something I'd love to do this late in the game, but I think Michigan should be able to dominate down low. And usually I'd like to hang my hat with a team that is better in the higher percentage shots, points in the paint, as opposed to, the teams that live and die by the three. We saw it with Alabama, even though they couldn't seem to make a free throw. So love that Michigan pick there. Do you guys like the other one, the USC Gonzaga? I think that's going to be a tough
hard for me. Yes, that is. I'm looking at that and I'm like, should I touch it?
And I'm doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Gonzaga has been, both of these teams have been easy money in the tournament, both going 3-0 against the number since the start of March Madness. The really scary thing about Gonzaga is their offense. It just seems like they are far and away so good offensively, the number one rated offense when it comes to Ken Pom and efficiency, and 26 straight wins by double digits. I mean, if that doesn't make you a little nervous to lay or to go with USC here, but also one of the perks of being the top seed in the tournament is that you get the easier path. So I'm not sure if they've played somebody to the level of talent of USC and the Mobley brothers. Evan Mobley has been incredible. And what USC has hung their hat on coming into the tournament was defense and points in the paint. And as of late, they've actually been really good shooting. They have double-digit threes in both of their last games. So I think if they can keep that going, maybe they can keep up with the Gonzaga. It's hard ever.
Fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed they can. What did you think of the Alabama game yesterday? Did you watch it? It was breathtaking. Breathtaking.
Breathtaking.
It was. I was on Alabama, sadly, and that 3-point shot at the very those 0.4 of a second left.
Yeah,
when they scored that before overtime. It was insane.
It's wild that they can hit that shot, but then they don't make half of their free throws. That had to be really frustrating to watch for you.
Oh, yeah. And then I'm like, they just fell apart. I'm like, okay, this is a dead ticket. Goodbye.
Overtime.
They haven't come back at all. I was thinking they were going to come back and they're going to start hitting these scores and free throws. I'm like, whatever, I'm done. Time to change the channel and see what else I have.
Man, I think overtime's the worst time to have a bet on any kind of spread, because that's, you could be winning the whole game and that's when your ticket goes to die.
Absolutely. So what is your favorite sport to handicap?
Probably baseball, just because I think I'm the sharpest on it. Just with my experience in sports reporting, covering a lot of baseball, and also my husband pitched in the big league. So obviously I have watched a lot of baseball, and obviously we have baseball coming up right around the corner, opening day. is on Thursday. So
Yes!
we've
so
got all
excited.
kinds of sports to handicap coming up in the next, few weeks. So I think it's one of those times of the year where you really have to pinpoint which sport you really want to do, or just take a few games, because right now you can bet every game on the board and it can look like all kinds of fun. But I think if you wear yourself too thin, that's when you get in trouble.
I do that all the time. I bet a lot of games and everybody get mad at me. But listen, if I can do it, I can hit it most of the time and be consistent, I'm going to do it. So it's hard for me to dial down my picks. So every time I tell my customers, listen, pick what resonates to you.
Right.
Me, I do it all. So if you don't want to do it all, you just pick and choose. I'm the Costco better. So I come with a bulk of stuff. You're supposed to come to Costco for a few things, and then you leave it the shopping cart half full. That's what I'm about.
Sure.
I'm about going for 3 picks, and then I come with 15 picks, and I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself if I don't.
Well, it's whatever works for you. If you do better at picking in bulk, maybe that's the thing. I know some guys that bet the whole board, and if you can win a majority of your picks, factoring in the juice, and you come out on top, maybe that's the way to do it. I think that's the best thing as a bettor. Find what works for you. If it's props, if it's baseball, if it's golf, if it's matchups, if it's March Madness, or if it's only betting on one game a day or a week, And
I agree.
So it's just whatever works for you personally.
Absolutely. So looking at baseball, do you have any futures you're leaning towards?
Yeah.
I was looking at some win totals. I think I will be taking the Braves over. I love that pitching staff. A lot of young guys. And then you've got their ace, Max Fried, coming back to anchor that rotation. He has the second most wins over the last 2 seasons, just behind Garrett Cole. And then you've got their lineup that has Freddie Freeman, I think he's the reigning MVP. If not, he should be. Ronald Acuna Jr. They've got the sticks to really do damage in the NL East. And then I think the Diamondbacks, I'm going to go under 74.5 wins, and that's where the juice is. A lot of times you can kind of tell where the book is leaning because it's minus 122 for under, and I think it's plus money for over. They're playing in the toughest division in baseball with the Padres and the Dodgers, and granted that's built into the number, but this is not a win now team. This is a team that's rebuilding. Zach Gallen, their ace, is currently struggling with an injury, so I'm not sure if he's going to be ready to go, and at least at 100%. And then if you look down the line at their rotation, it's not the greatest. It's not what it has been over the past few years. Madison Bumgarner is a big name, but since then he's lost a lot of velocity, and he's just not, the pitcher that he once was. And just plus, I think pitching that division, that's the hardest, the Dodgers sticks. And then you've got to go to Coors Field, the hardest place to pitch in baseball. I just think for that reason, I just don't like the depth that I see there. And the fact that they've traded away most of their big pieces starting in 29 with that Paul Goldschmidt trade. I'm going under for the Diamondbacks. And over for the Braves. Those are the ones I'm leaning on right this second.
Oh, that sounds good.
That sounds really good. What do you think of David's comment, Dodgers win back-to-back World Series? I know you can take them right now at plus 350. So do you think that's a smart bet?
I think it's really hard to repeat. It's really hard to repeat.
Exactly.
As good as the Dodgers have been in the past, 5 years, they've had really, really good regular seasons. They've only won the World Series once. Since 1988. So I'm not sure if that's long enough odds. Obviously, they're a really good team, but I think you can wait on some of these futures and wait to see if maybe the Dodgers have a bit of a lull in their season, if one of their starters gets hurt. I think baseball is such a long season that you can really wait and see if there's a down part of their season and then maybe jump on them now. I mean, jump on them later as opposed to now.
Now, what do you think of putting a bottle of wine on the Pittsburgh Pirates at plus 20,000?
No.
I agree with you. I completely agree. I saw that number today and I was like, wow.
No way.
There's no chance.
No, especially this year, because I think last season, since the season was a little bit shorter, you could see maybe those long shot teams getting hot at the right time. And we saw that with the Marlins a little bit. But with a 162 game season, I think the cream's really going to rise to the top, and we'll see the best teams and the best rotations. That's what it boils down to for me. Do you have the starting pitchers that can go out and win on their every fifth day on a consistent basis? And the Pirates, I don't think they've even named an opening day starter. That's how much faith they have in their ace or whoever it is. So no, that's not a good bet.
Okay, well, I'm glad we got that out of the way. So I wanted to check because I know there's a lot of people that will take these huge underdogs and just put a couple dollars on it just in case, I guess, hell freezes over. But yeah.
Right. Well, and plus, like, you can come back to it. And, like, if you lose, it's a long shot. But if you win, you know, you'll probably go down in history and everybody will be like, well, what did they know? They didn't know anything. Exactly. They were just, you know, throwing a few dollars here and there.
Exactly.
But you can lose a lot of money by playing, you know, bets like that. Because if you've ever played roulette and you're like, oh, well, you know, there's a chance it hits this number 3 times in a row. Well, you know, it probably is not going to. So.
Right, absolutely. Exactly. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more about you because I know you're on a time limit here. Goals. What are your goals in this industry?
I don't know. Obviously to try and improve and see, you know, my weaknesses. And I think that's the great part of tracking your bets. That's probably the number one thing you probably should do if you're looking to improve. If you're doing this just for fun, you know, you don't have to have rules. I think a lot of people, you know, the everyday bettor is just trying to have fun and trying to have, you know, a little skin in the game. But if you are trying to make a living of this, and if you are making the big bets, you probably need to track your bets because you'll see what your weaknesses are and you'll see what your strengths are. And also you'll see where the juice comes in because I know a lot of people will brag about their record, but if you're playing teams that are minus 200 every day, you're actually not making money.
Exactly. No. And that's what we always preach on here.
Yeah.
Track. I'm a big tracker.
Yeah, that is huge for us. We don't believe in betting minus 200. Do you ever bet the minus 200 bets when you're certain?
I mean, I don't think it's something I would like give out, but I love playing parlays. Like I know they're blacklisted in the handicapping community, but if you're just trying to have a little fun and you want to throw a couple dollars on a parlay, I'll take some money line favorites or take the alternate lines. In basketball, it's a little tougher just because points aren't exactly as valuable as, say, football. I love doing teasers in football. So I'm not blacklisting it, but I don't think I'd ever do a single bet on it.
Absolutely. Okay. I want to interrupt you guys. Oregon State covered the spread. It was Houston won 67-61.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that was a
high five, girls. We hit our first game. High five, girls.
The first one.
Wow.
So, absolutely.
What a job.
Yeah. Okay. So let's also talk. What advice do you have for females coming into this industry? Because it is a hard industry to be in as a female, and you have been in it way longer than the both of us. So what advice can you give the new females coming in?
I wouldn't live and die by your wins and losses. You can have a great handicap of a game and still lose, and you can have a terrible handicap and still win. So I would try not to take it too personally and don't live on a roller coaster. Don't let your losses eat you up. And don't, you know, go running around the neighborhood screaming because of your wins. You know, it's part of, you know, the grind. So I think that's something that I still struggle with is really getting beat up over my losses. Because I'm not someone who shouts from the rooftops about my wins so much, but I really hate losing. And I've got to try to not let that get to me as much. And I think as women, you feel like you have to prove a whole lot more. So I think the losses sting a little bit more because you have that chip on your shoulder of trying to prove that you belong here. But you can't live by that because it's mentally exhausting and it's just not good for your self-esteem.
Exactly. I'm with you right there too, Chelsea, because I have this crazy facade, this different personality about me on my Twitter that I have on my IG. I go and I talk crap, but I just like go out MIA. You don't see me always posting so much. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk my crap and then blah. What do you have for, since you've seen a whole boomers of females coming out there for social media, especially on Twitter. What do you have for these females? Because sometimes I have a little bit of insecurity because I'm not all about being sexy. I'm all about being myself, I'm all like,
Right, as you should be.
And now and I'm not trying to spread no hate or anything like that, but I'm just being realistic and what we go through as me being in this industry for a very long time and finally coming out to be more noticeable on Twitter, more trying to talk to everybody, because
Right.
I've been in this since 2015, but I mostly came out on Facebook. I was on Facebook, always on Facebook and on a Facebook betting community. And then I started to come on Twitter, and then I started to do Instagram. This is where I met Miss Jo, and she's helping me get my confidence to go out and talk and be in these kind of podcasts and talk about how I can encourage others to be in the same. So it's hard for me to see these other females being beautiful.
Well, here's the thing. The sportsbooks don't care what you look like. They will take your money. A win is a win, is a loss is a loss. It doesn't really matter what you look like. If your handicap's spot on, and I think people will see that, if you do the work, and if you don't coast by on just your looks, I think people will take notice. And as somebody who is in their 30s, I will tell you, your looks don't last forever. So, and also it's not a great place to base your self-esteem. I don't think you should ever base your worth on your appearance, just because there's always going to be somebody younger. There's always going to be somebody prettier. And so it's just not a very healthy way to view yourself. So, yeah, I'm not knocking anybody or anything, but I don't think that's a great route to take, because you can be confident in your appearance and show it. And I'm all for that. But just know that at the end of the day, that's not where your worth should come from.
Absolutely.
Oh my God. And this is what I always wanted to tell people, but I'm like, people see that I hope people don't be thinking I'm bitchy when I'm on my Twitter, because people like, here goes Lady D on her stupid crazy rants again, But it's me trying to acknowledge people this is not a beauty contest. It's mostly this is mostly this is a life for some people like me. I've been in this for a long time, and I love doing this, and I built myself up, and I built my brand, and I built my own business as doing this. So then when I see all these other ladies coming in and getting so much more popularity looks and coming out how come I've been here for years and I'm still stuck on a specific following, and I'm not getting
well, also you shouldn't base your worth on your followers either, because it's really easy to get caught up in that stuff, but that doesn't determine your worth either. Because Absolutely. It is easy to, go the easy route and, post, whatever pictures of you looking pretty, but at the end, if that's not your goal, if your goal is not to be a model, if your goal is to be a handicapper, you need to have some substance behind it. And I think you can balance both. If you like posting selfies, I think you should do it. I think if you feel good about yourself and if you take a long time on your hair and makeup, it deserves some credit. So I don't want to discredit that at all. But I think there's also enough space for everybody. Nobody's saying there's too many male handicappers, so there shouldn't be, there's not too many females. So I never rank people. You don't rank your friends, and you don't think of somebody, well, she's really pretty, so I'm going to rank her first. This isn't MySpace. You don't have a top 8. So I think there's room for everybody. So
my daughter's starting to come out and bother me now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we want to thank you so much for joining us today. Your insight into these games has been fantastic. Lady D, did you have any other questions?
No, I think we covered all the base, even though I did not want to covered
Oh.
it. She bet her iPad is not working out here. She comes with that. Mommy, turn it on. So thank you so much for coming, joining us, and getting everything, your picks. You're very knowledgeable. That's what I love about you, Chelsea. You are so amazing as well. So I'm glad to have you and part of Hustle and Grind. I hope we have you again one time and we can go more further in details with picks and more stuff. Can you let everybody know where they can find you at?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Chelsa Messinger, Chelsa Messinger. Yeah, thanks for having me. I've had a great time. You guys keep killing it, doing great work, and we love to see female handicappers doing big things, and you guys are doing just that. So thanks for having me. I'll see you guys next time.
It was an absolute honor. Have a wonderful night. Good luck tomorrow. Kill it.
All right. If I can find the leave studio. There we go.
All right, guys. That was Chelsa Messinger. She's amazing. Go check her out on picksandparlay.com. She's on there all the time with 2 other guys. So, but I have been watching her, and she's an amazing woman. So, she's an amazing person, as you can see.
She absolutely is, and her knowledge into the sports world is fantastic. I've always looked up to her when I first got in this industry. If you would have told me that I would be on a show talking with her, I would never have believed you. So, Lady D, thank you for bringing her on the show. It was kind of like a little dream come true right there.
I know I had to get her on, and you know how I don't like talking to many people. So let me get out there and network. And I know Chelsea is so amazing, and I know she's not going to be like, okay, no, I'm not going to do it like some other people will probably have. But, she's an amazing, and I hope we can have her again on our show again. And the Flyers did come back, and it went to overtime, and the Flyers has won.
They won in overtime? Oh, thank God they were in one of my parlays. Woo! I was stressing. I don't have the scores up. I want to thank everyone quick for listening and watching. Listening to Hustle and Grind, powered by Stables Media. Because Cam's not here, we have to remember to say that. And Cam, thanks a lot for that.
Okay, so can we go into another commercial, because I have to check my chicken before it burns up.
Okay, you go check your chicken. I'm gonna give some shout outs to people watching here. Hey, I love the fact that you are not into sports betting or gambling, but still watching the show. We really appreciate the support. We want to teach you guys what to look for walking into a sports book if you hit Vegas, or if you decide when your state is legalized to start making some bets. We don't want you to go in blindly. So this show will help you if that ever happens. Just a big thanks to everyone. Hi, we've got a new co-host. See what happens when you guys leave me? Okay, I am going to run a commercial here. I want to thank everyone again for being here. Hustle and Grind, powered by Stables Media. Can you tell us, sweetie, who we're powered by?
Are you looking for a reliable sports book that you can trust? In the USA, please check out WagerAttack.com. Use promo code HNG. In Canada, VIPBets.com. Promo code HNG will get you a match deposit up to $500.
Okay, you guys, it's myself today. Cammie P is MIA. Lady D is flipping the chicken. And her daughter, Ariana, I thought she was going to stay with us, but she's not going to stay with us. So Lady D's on her way back. I'm just looking at a couple scores here. The Ducks and the Avs are tied 1-1. You're back.
I'm back. I didn't burn the chicken. Thank God.
That's good. Oilers won in OT as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. What were the Edmonton Oilers tonight? I had them. We had them plus 130.
Yes, we did.
So good plus money there. And then the Flyers in the parlay. So that's the first leg of our parlay with Colorado Avalanche. So hopefully those both can pull it out. The reason why we had Colorado and the Flyers in that parlay is because they're both minus like 180 to minus 240. It was insane. And then we got Oregon State. I'm just putting little like happy faces next to my bets here. It's you know what? I think it's my favorite part, seeing these bets cash.
I agree with you too, because I was so happy when I seen that the Penguins won, and I was so happy when I seen the Oregon State covered. So now I need Baylor, even though we're both different sides. So I'm like, oh, please, Baylor, cover for me.
Well, I teased it, so I need them plus 12, so it's good. We can both still win it.
And I need Boston Celtics to come back, and I need the Knicks to come back. And I'm getting killed in NBA, which is making me upset.
Now, see, I didn't play any NBA today. I'm finding between NCAA and NHL, adding NBA in right now, it's too much for me.
I know. I shouldn't have done it. I should have kept it simple, but I'm trying to hit my goal for my net goal, and it's not even working because I put my goal to be 3,000, and I'm only at 2,500. So I'm like, I need to hit these to make my goal.
You're gonna get it.
I try to set my goals up.
You're definitely gonna get it. I am so glad Edmonton got us that plus money tonight. Yeah, that feels good. Let's talk about bad beats. Do you want to explain to everyone who's listening what a bad beat is?
Oh my God, a bad beat is like the Washington Capitals puck line.
Kill me. I almost cried. That was the worst bad beat like ever. You guys, a bad beat's when it looks like a team is gonna win. You're gonna win your bet, and then all of a sudden something just messed up happens and it doesn't happen. So this Washington Capitals game, Lady D, what the heck happened in the third period?
I did not know what the hell happened. I just okay. I'm like, oh, good thing we did not put this in our parlay as our puck line, as our parlay. That's all. We're just happy that we did not put that in our parlay. That's all. Because you know me with puck lines, I just know they fell apart and they let the other team go in and start putting these goals in. So
So entering the third, you guys, it was 3-0 for the Washington Capitals. I was thinking that we were laughing on the puck line. I thought we were laughing. And I was so super excited. And then I drove down to the liquor store and I looked at my phone and it was 3-4. And I was like, it was a 5-minute drive down the hill. And the Rangers got 3 points, blew my mind.
I cannot believe that. That was crazy because they were down the whole time and they come back down.
Yeah. And then
my daughter act like this right now.
It's okay. She's hungry.
No, she wants her iPad and she keeps breaking it. So
that's not good. So then the final score was 5-4. Thank God the Capitals still won that because it did win for our parlay, but that was just awful.
Right.
Oh, Vasu, bad beat.
Yeah, that too. That could be a bad beat too.
Okay, sorry, Vasu. I teased Oregon State up to plus 12 today. Lady D had them you had them at plus 8. I wish you were on the same side as us because, Houston was dominating that game. And I couldn't believe what I was seeing while we were finishing this show or doing this show with Chelsea there. Houston still won at least. But I'm sorry you lost that bet. Everyone wants to know about you flipping the chicken. I guess they find that quite funny. I don't know what they're referring to. Sometimes,
The chicken.
oh, Nick's need to flip the chicken. Okay.
I was cooking, Wayne. Okay, I was cooking, and I'm like, okay, I don't want my chicken to be burnt. So I'm like, hold on, I gotta go and check my chicken.
I love it. So, okay, so we talked about bad beats. Again, for you guys, it's a bet that looks like it's going to win and it loses at the very end. The worst for bad beats, I think. I know Tony's always talks about the time the Kings lost with a goal in the last second by the other team.
You mean Gallo? Gallo, could he be mad about the Kings? That's his favorite team.
Right? And then basketball. I find basketball is the worst for bad beats. That team that didn't need to cover, they're going to lose anyway. They make amazing three-pointer right at the last half a second left in the game, sink it, and everyone who had the favorite loses. And the favorite to cover.
That's crazy.
It really is. So do you want to talk about what a dollar bet is, what a nickel bet is, and what a dime bet is? Because these expressions are used so much, and if you don't know, you'd be caught with your pants down if you say you're going to bet a dime.
Yeah, we're gonna bet just a dime on it. Okay, so a dime is usually $1,000 bet on a single game. $1 is close to $100 per game, a single bet, and on a nickel is $500 on a single game, a single bet game. So those are what you need to know. Mostly I only do, I'm a dimer. I can't afford to be placing these, not a dimer, I'm a dollar. You see, I get confused because I don't be playing the dimes. I can't afford to do dimes, y'all. Okay?
Which sounds so backwards, right? It sounds so backwards to think the dime is the bigger bet in this. And that's where, when I first got into this industry, I was confused. The difference. So I'm so glad we're explaining this to everyone listening. Do I recommend betting a dime on a bet? It all depends on your bankroll. You have to bet within your means. So if for you want to bet $1 or half $1, I would say do that over going really big on these games.
Would you relax?
I'm going to mute Lady D for just 1 second there. Stephanie, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you being on here and giving us the support. We are going to talk about, as soon as Lady D comes back, Mattress Mac. And I think that's his name. He has made quite the bet for the NCAA March Madness. So I'm going to get Lady D to tell you about that, because she told me today, and I was actually blown away by how much he wins. Now, I'm pretty sure Mattress Mac, he is the same guy that just made that huge bet a couple of weeks ago, isn't he?
Yes, he is, for the Super Bowl that he had on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win. And of course, he won it. But he had placed $1 million bet on the Houston Cougars to win the title of the championships.
Yeah.
But if the Cougars was to win this game, he'll win $10 million.
Wow.
That was his return would be if he win. If the Houston Cougar win the championship and everything. So it's crazy.
Is he giving away free mattresses again with this bet? Because I know when it was Super Bowl, if you bought a mattress over $3,000, he was also refunding all your money if he won the bet.
I don't think he was doing that this time. I did not see it. But he went quickly when he saw that Houston was making it, and then Houston beat the Port Syracuse and Buddy Boeing. And I'm a big fan of Syracuse. I've been watching Syracuse since I was young. So I was kind of devastated about the Houston's beating them.
Yeah.
But yeah, he saw that he saw that they was making it. He went flew his butt down to Colorado and placed that $1 million bet on them.
Wow.
But it's like he would do the same thing as well on any Houston team. He'll probably do it on a Houston Rockets if they were playing any good. He would have done that. And he'll probably do it with the Astros, but they're not playing great. So he's like, let me go place that money on the Cougars.
Absolutely. So what did he make on the Super Bowl bet? Because I can't remember. Is he still betting?
Oh my God, my daughter is like driving me insane right now.
Well, you know what,
Guys,
Lady D?
don't have no kids.
Wow. Did you see my post on how fun kids are and what they say today? They say the darndest things. Apparently, you guys, if you didn't know, I can shuffle cards like a gambling prostitute. And I'm still trying to work out if this is a good thing or a bad thing that's how I shuffle cards. What do you think, Lady D?
I think it's crazy, but my daughter's driving me insane right now. So
okay. Well,
because I have to put a little button check right now.
Oh, Lady D, we can 100% wrap it up. Do you want to bring her over and she can end the show for us here?
Hold on, let me put this on a charger for her. She is having when this happens.
Lady D, I've muted you. I'm going to let you go work out her iPad with her. I want to thank everyone for watching us tonight. Chelsa Messinger for being part of the show. It was an absolute honor, Chelsea. I can't wait to have you on again and talk more sports. We definitely will have to meet you one time in Vegas so we can have martinis and talk sports. Again, thank you everyone for listening. You've been listening to Hustle and Grind, powered by Stables Media, with myself and Lady D. Our co-host Cami P is missing in action. If you guys see him, please let him know that we miss him, and he'll be back with us next week. So until next week, you guys, I hope you have a fantastic day. Lady D's running back. You can end it, Lady D.
Okay, of course, thank you for watching us, and excuse my little craziness with my daughter. She always have this issues coming on and trying to be cute. So thank you guys for coming and chill with us. Thank you, Chelsea, for coming on our show. We can't wait until you come back again and have another. We really would have, like Joe said, another drinks.
Absolutely. There we go.
So thank you again. Y'all can follow us on our social media and on Hustle and Grind. And you can follow Joe on the Joe Madden. You can follow me on Betting and Heels on all social media platforms. And thank you everyone for coming on and chatting with us and getting to know Chelsea more and just coming on. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a great night, everyone. Bye now.
Are you looking for a reliable sports book that you can trust? In the USA, please check out WagerAttack.com. Use promo code HNG. In Canada, VIPBets.com. Promo code HNG will get you a match deposit up to $500.
Hey, are you looking for a sports podcast that's more than the stats and the rankings that you already saw on your pop-up notifications? Are you looking for a feel-good story that will motivate you? Do you ever wonder what happened to your favorite athletes after they retired? If you answered yes, then I have good news. Hey, my name is Kayla Branham, and I'm inviting you to listen to the Legacy After the Locker Room podcast. You can find it on all your favorite podcast platforms, or you can watch the live stream on Stables Media on Facebook every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central. I'm committed to creating hope and possibility through sports, and I challenge you to live your legacy. Again, Legacy After the Locker Room, every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Central, Stables Media on Facebook.
Thanks, everyone. Make sure you go check us out at Patreon and on Instagram at Hustle and Grind. Have a good night, Lady D.
Bye, you too, Joe. Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.